introducir nombre de usuario. Soy soy mi B-bot. B-bot.
Hi Liam, I'm Alberto Cano from Cartelera. Nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
So first, this is your first work as a voice actor. How did you get into it, and what motivated you the most to be part of this movie?
I mean, my biggest motivation probably was my son in this one, because I wanted to do something that I knew he'd really be interested in. I mean, I was on the way to the premiere yesterday and I had a little plush Ron in the car and I was like, look, I've got to come and see you. And he was like, oh, it's your movie. And he was really, really excited. We were all laughing our heads off in the car, actually, which is fantastic. I mean, there's no greater thing in work than that, really, I guess. And then, I mean, I just kind of discussed doing this cameo with it being, you know, a British film house that made the film as well. So it was so easy for us to go to and from the studio to do it. We just kind of played around a little bit. I voiced 2 or 3 different characters. I think they only used the one in the end. But it was amazing to get to see how these things are made and kind of to make it in reverse as well, because I was kind of overdubbing the scene that was already there, which was really, really cool. So it was a great experience and a great accolade and an honor for me.
And would you like to continue your career as an actor in live action films?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I'd love to get a really good action role is what I'm going to go. I'm putting it out into the ether. I'm going to hope it comes back. I've been so lucky in my career to get to do so many amazing things. And even in acting, you know, putting tapes out there, I actually got to go and meet Steven Spielberg and perform for him. And sadly, I didn't get the role, but it was such a fantastic day to spend the day and see how these things are done and whatever else. So loads and loads of fun. So I definitely hope there's a future in it for me. I know it's kind of a look at the draw with some of it sometimes. So I'm just going to keep at it and see what happens.
And also, would you like to act in a film with your old partner of One Direction, Harry Styles?
Of course. But I want us to be like nemesises, with us being such good friends. Is nemesis is a word? We're going to make it one. Because I think that would be quite fun. I mean, he was fantastic in Dunkirk. Yeah, it was a real moment. So, you know, props to him for doing that, because I think it would have been so hard to spend time in that water every day, you know, going in and retaking takes and doing stuff. So props to him for that one. But it's definitely something I'm super interested in. And movies are a huge part of my life. So I would really like to go there. But yeah, we have to play opposites and fight.
The movie also talks about the problems of social media, and I want to know if you, as a famous artist, feel a lot of pressure by having a lot of followers and by being mentioned all the time.
Yeah, I think there's an aspect of it really where it can be a little bit sordid sometimes, but I think for me, social media can be quite a jovial thing. I think if you don't take yourself too seriously on there, then it's, you know, it's a different world, it's a different part of the world. And I think people have to be careful how they use it, of course. But yeah, I mean, there's definitely a sense of responsibility in a way with it. But it's yeah, you kind of just do as you do on there. And I think if you let the pressure get to you too much on there, you'll end up doing things that you don't agree with.
This is a movie for kids, and I'd like to know, what were the films that you loved when you were a child?
I mean, I was a big Disney fan. I actually spent most of my Christmases in Disney World, which it always means Christmas and always means my childhood to me. I mean, Toy Story was a classic. I think as I've grown up now, my son watched Moana, which I'm glad it was the one that he chose as his favorite. Other than Frozen, obviously. But I'm hoping, you know, Ron's Gone Wrong is going to be the new one in the house. And he's already doing the Tiki Tiki Taka dance in the film. He actually knew that before I knew that, which I thought was really strange. But he's a very, very sharp, quick boy. So I'm excited for us to see it together.
Barney, the main character, feels that he doesn't fit into society. Have you ever felt like him, especially when you were a child?
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing this job pretty much since I was 14 years old, so I can say I've definitely not felt part of society at times of that. Yeah, I mean, in the band, we were fairly locked away quite a lot, so it was very easy to feel quite detracted from society when the only thing we were seeing every night was a concert full of people and then, you know, the inside of a hotel room. So I can definitely feel that, and I think we've all had this as well through COVID and being the way we're talking to each other now, right? So it's a little bit of a different thing, but, you know, technology was the one thing we all thought was pushing each other away from each other all the time. We're spending too much time on our phones. And then it's funny, through COVID, you know, it was actually the thing that brought us closer together. So I think the film really mirrors that in friendship and how it's aiding us in that. So yeah, it's a super cool concept.
And finally, why do you recommend Ron Gone Brown to the audiences?
Oh, I mean, as I just said, being in the time we've just had, this film is all about friendship, all about love, and I think definitely go and watch it. It's hysterically funny. And yeah, everybody in the UK as well, definitely go and watch for it being a British film house. It's super cool that we've managed to create this worldwide film from over here. So super proud of everybody behind this project. But yeah, definitely go and check it out.
Colegi, ¿qué tal el vivo?
Los dos, las manos donde yo las veo.